more I talk to people, the more I realize people are stressing over which singular stocks they should invest in. But here now, this is what I'm going to do for y'all today. We're going to break down the top 6 ETFs that I strongly recommend for new beginners in investing. These ETFs will help you build a diversified portfolio and help you with financial stability for the long run. Let's check it out. So why choose ETFs? Well, here's the thing. When you're invested in a singular stock, you're really taking on a lot more risk than just the average investor. With ETFs, you're not just investing in one company, but you're investing in several companies at the same time. So I like to look at it as owning my own basketball team. When I invest in ETFs, I'm not just investing in Stephen Curry. No, I'm investing in the entire NBA All-Star roster, whether it's the East or West Conference. If you want to learn more about evaluating ETFs, make sure you check out my previous video that I uploaded and it'll give you all the information that you need. Let's talk about these 6 specific ETFs. So first off, we have the S&P 500 ETF. You can either go with SPY or VOO. So let me tell you, the reason I love these ETFs because it's literally giving you exposure to the top 500 companies in America. You're getting exposure to companies like Apple, Microsoft, Tesla, Nvidia, Costco, and a bunch more. And in all honesty, the entire Wall Street uses this as their benchmark. If you ask me, I think this is one of the best investments you can make. At the end of the day, when it comes to Wall Street or any of the investment firms that compare their portfolio performance, they always compare it to the S&P 500. And most people are trying to beat it. So you as a smart investor, if you know this is the goal, if you know the S&P 500 has provided between 8 to 10% on a compounded annual basis, why wouldn't you tie a portion of your portfolio to the S&P 500? So here we have the QQQ ETF, and this represents the NASDAQ 100. Now within the NASDAQ 100, what do you have is some of the most powerful and dominant tech companies in the world. So the way I like to break it down, if you're paying attention to where the world was, where we are, and where we're heading, you would have noticed that we came from a place of less technology to quite impressive technology, and I truly believe we're going to a place of futuristic robotics and automation. With the QQQ, you're now giving yourself a lot of exposure to tech companies that can help boost your portfolio. As we know, tech has been performing extremely well, especially since the introduction of artificial intelligence. So in my personal opinion, QQQ is really set up to help people ride the wave of innovation as we head into the future. So third on my list is the XLY Consumer Discretionary ETF. So this ETF invests in companies like Tesla, Amazon, Home Depot, McDonald's, and Starbucks. And all of these thrive once consumer spending continues to thrive. So if you want exposure to the consumer economy, essentially you're saying, hey, I believe that people are going to continue to spend with these big, massive companies. This is a really good ETF when you're trying to capture growth during economic booms. So next you have the SMH or the SOXX ETF. Now, both of these ETFs represent the semiconductor industry. Now, why do I love semiconductors? Well, like I said previously, I really believe we're going to a stage of growth and automation, and really and truly robotics and automation is going to be a big part of our everyday lives. So what powers these devices? Well, it's semiconductors. So I like the SMH and the SOXX. My personal preference of the two will be the SOXX. Only because SMH has Taiwan Semiconductor, which is a massive holding within the ETF. So if anything was to happen between China and Taiwan, I think that will negatively impact the TSM company, Taiwan Semiconductors. However, I don't think you could go wrong with either choice just because of how powerful and how strong the demand is for semiconductor companies. Our fifth ETF will be the XLK ETF. Now, once again, this is also technology. So maybe if you choose the QQQs, maybe you don't want to invest in XLK. There might be an overlap of the two ETFs, but you could do your own research. But with the XLK, you're still getting exposure to companies like Nvidia, Apple, Microsoft. Those are really and truly the main core. Once again, I really believe in technology. I believe in the growth. I think we could see it in our everyday lives. And now we're aiming to get more robotics into our life, more automation into our life, and artificial intelligence, in my opinion, is here to stay. And for the SOXX ETF, I decided to change it up a little bit. We're going to go with XLV. This is your healthcare sector ETF. At the end of the day, the majority of us always need some type of healthcare product or service. So healthcare is viewed as an essential and resistant to recessions. When you invest in this ETF, you're getting exposure to a company like Johnson & Johnson, Eli Lilly, if you know about Ozempic, and United Healthcare. And this also includes leaders in pharmaceuticals and medical devices. So there you have it, 6 ETFs to kickstart your investing journey. Let me know in the comments which one you will be using to start your investing journey. Hey, maybe you've already invested in these. Let me know which ones in the comments below. Please like, subscribe to this channel. We have a lot of information coming to you in the near future. And hey, if you want, you could join my investing community. The link will be in the description below. In the community, you're going to get exclusive webinars. You're going to get mandatory one-on-ones. We're going to help you build up your investment portfolios so that you can become a successful investor, and we can implement new investing strategies to fit your risk tolerance and your goals. So always remember, invest smarter, earn more, live free.